Bloons D6 has been out for 5 years, yet most of the community has close to zero knowledge about the advanced stuff in it. This is the ultimate Bloons Iceberg made by the Reddit user Kuhazur, with over 300 entries to show you all the information you've missed out on. If you don't know what the Iceberg template is, all you need to know is that the further down we go, the more unknown the material gets. Abilities. This is what every middle part tower has, normally starting from the tier 3, and also the bottom part Super Monkey has one. Bloon types. These are all the different types of balloons, starting from red balloons all the way to boss balloons. Cash. This is the currency used in the game to purchase towers and upgrades, and can be farmed using banana farms. Daily chest. This appears on the main menu, and you can open it every day for a prize that has already been set and is the same for every player. Heroes. These are different from towers in the way that you can only have one of them in the game, and they can upgrade by themselves, getting to level 20, and most of them have 3 abilities. Leveling. I'm assuming this is referring to the leveling up of your account, which lets you unlock towers, get monkey knowledge points, and progress through the game faster. After you get past level 155, you get to the veteran level. Monkey types. This is referring to the 4 different types of monkeys: primary, military, magic, and support. They don't do anything special. Powers. You can buy these with monkey money, and you can use them in most game modes except for chimps to make the game easier for you, though most players feel guilty if they do use them. Upgrades. They go up to tier 5, and some towers even have paragons, and they make your tower more powerful. Chimps. This is currently the most difficult game mode in the game, and it doesn't allow you to make money. You only have 1 life, you can't sell towers, and also 3 other things that make it harder. Ninja Kiwi. This is the company that has created all games that are from the Bloons franchise. Achievements. These give you rewards for completing certain challenges in the game. Bloons. These are the evil enemies that are different from birthday party balloons, as they have an evil intention of getting past the exit and making you leak lives. We don't know how they originated, we only know that they exist. Challenge editor. This is an obvious feature in the game which allows you to create your own custom challenges, as the name suggests, and lets you change the modifiers of the gameplay to make it unique. Double cash mode. This is a store-bought item that allows you to basically cheat by getting twice the amount of cash from Bloons popped, and it costs around $16. If you do want to buy it, use code MrEnder in the shop. Interactable maps. Some maps in the game have things that you can interact with, like buttons or water to help you stop the balloons. Monkey knowledge. This is like a special power-up system. When you level up, you get monkey knowledge points that you can use on upgrades that are permanent in every game mode you play except for chimps. Monkeys. These are the main characters of the game. They're the ones that pop the balloons. You need to pick and make them stronger to win. Range. This tells you how far a monkey can shoot to pop balloons. Bigger range means that it can reach more balloons. Cave monkey. This is a special monkey that you can unlock out of its cage on the map frozen over by using a mortar monkey on top of it. Daily or advanced challenges. Every day there is a different challenge to play. Advanced challenges are harder levels with special rules. Social play. You can play with friends and work together to beat the game or compete in social events. Balloon modifiers. These change the game to make it harder or different in some way, and they make it more fun for the player. Buffs. Some monkeys can make other monkeys better. It's like giving them a boost to be stronger, and there are some specific buffs from specific monkeys to specific monkeys. Cross paths. When you get over a tier 3 of a monkey, you can choose to get the first 2 tiers of another upgrade. Hero skins. You can change how your heroes look with different outfits, though they don't do anything different. Layers. Balloons come in layers just like onions, and you need to know how many layers each one has to pop them right and not just let them leak out. Monkey money. Monkey money is like your game coins. You can just spend it on heroes, and I don't remember what else. Pierce. Pierce is how many balloons a monkey's shot can go through before it disappears. Targeting. You can choose how a monkey decides which balloon to pop first, like the closest one or the strongest one.
Nothing gets past my bow. This is the iconic Quincy phrase commonly used with footage of him missing absolutely every single balloon.
Mobile port. This game is also on phones and tablets, so you can play it on the go. Tower defense. This is the type of game where you put towers to stop the balloons, in this case, from getting past the end of the track. We've went through what 99.9% of the people know. Now it's time to go deeper. Black and gold borders. The difference between these two is that the black border is what you get when you complete all game modes on a certain map, whilst first trying the chimps, and gold border is what you get if you go out of the game whilst playing your chimps run. Contested territory. It's a game mode where you have to take tiles, and when you get them, they give you points, and after some amount of time, they become neutral again, or your opponent can take them, and the team with the most points wins. Free play rules. Mobs health and speed ramps up after you get into free play, so the game gets exponentially harder. Monkey names. You can buy this from the trophy store, and you can use it to give your monkeys custom names. Pets. These are also bought from the trophy store and serve as little companions for the heroes, though they don't make them stronger. Round 63. This is the notorious round 63 with a lot of ceramics and lead balloons that a lot of new players struggle with, but old players see this as a piece of cake. VTSG. This is the strongest non-paragon tower in BTD6 and can be summoned by getting max sacrifice on the Sun God and the TSG, and also the anti-balloon and Legend Knight before getting the TSG. Mauler spam. This is a strategy not so commonly used anymore that involves Striker Jones and a bunch of mob maulers buffed by him and a primary training village. Etienne is French. What this is referring to is that by the law, Etienne is French and the community despises him because of that. Annoying heroes by clicking on them. If you click on them multiple times, they give you annoyed voice lines, and even Oben tells you to touch grass. Old hero selection screen. This used to be the hero selection screen, but it was changed to this. 000 Dark Monkey is the best. A meme which says that 000 Dark Monkey is overpowered even though it's trash. But firstly, what I can say is that he's the biggest and the best. Vague tier 5 descriptions. These are pretty common in the game. One example is the Flying Fortress description. This is a big plane, doesn't explain much. Balloon Chipper. This is a tower that was in BT5 and is now left on the scrapyard in BT6 and won't come back because Gwendolyn accidentally burnt the blueprints for it. Monklish. This is a secret language in the game that can be found in the settings and you can turn it on in the game. The very first Bloons game. This game is nothing like the current games because it's just a simple throw a dart and pop balloons type of game. Bosses. These come every weekend and switch around the 5 currently available bosses. Deflation XP farming. This is a commonly used technique to grind account XP by repeating deflation again and again and again. Golden Bloon. This balloon comes on a certain map and is really hard to pop, but whenever you do pop it, it gives you some amount of monkey money, though not a lot, maybe like 5 or 10. Nudging. This is whenever you furiously try to place down your monkey in a tight spot until you finally do it. Projectile lifespan. This is how long a projectile lives for. Secret achievements. These are achievements that are not on the achievements list in the game and are hidden in Steam achievements, but most of the time give you something special. 3 dart start. This is a commonly used start in chimps games. Ninja plus Alk. This is a strategy that's viable on most intermediate and easy maps and is just fun to use. Goofy lore. This is over the fan-made lore that's supposed to be funny like Ultra Jason's old lore videos. Interactive home menu. The home menu has some secrets that you can press on it to find, like the ninja monkey going up and the bomb shooter shooting and stuff like that. Geraldo was broken. Geraldo used to be so broken when he got released that he could do a 1 tower chimps and his lightning could do a lot more damage than what it can do right now. Banana farmer banana costume. Yup, this is the costume from the trophy store that makes the banana farmer into a banana. QTC. This is when you beat chimps with only 2 towers, and it was supposed to be a hard challenge, but now it's pretty easy. Bats thin legs. In BT Battles 2, we can see that Bat firstly has chicken legs, which must mean that he skips leg day in the gym. Bloons BTD6 Plus. This is the Apple Arcade version of Bloons BTD6 and has a couple of minor differences, one of them being that there is no shop and you can get more monkey money. Trophy store. Here you can buy accessories and other fun stuff for your account. Collection events. These give you crates with insta monkeys after you've collected a certain amount of something. Free Dark Monkey. Yet again, just like the 000 Dark Monkey, this meme says that the free Dark Monkey is the best, and I've popularized this version of it doing a lot of damage and having this Sun God Dark Monkey type of look. Hotkeys. It's simple, it's just hotkeys. Paragons. These are upgrades that you can get on some specific monkeys after you get all tier 5, and you can use cash to combine them into one big one, and they've got degrees depending on how many tier 5s of the monkey you have, and how many tier 4s, and how much cash you've spent on it. Regrow farm. This is when you make regrow balloons regrow more on purpose purpose using a tornado druid or some other strategy. 6 druids. You actually need 6 druids instead of 5 to get the maximum populace buff, which makes sense. Blood sacrifices. This is what the Adora level 7 ability is. It sacrifices some tower and she gets XP for it. Quincy, the father of Quincy. Quincy states that he's son of Quincy, and we can see the father of Quincy in the trophy store as a hologram. Working clocks. The clock in the main menu of the game actually shows the legit time that it is on the current moment. LED logic. This is a bunch of memes showcasing how towers that should be able to pop LED simply cannot, just like the Super Monkey lasers. Player 3. Another meme which makes Player 3 look like a cash-eating monster that can only place down banana farms and never sends any money to other players. Patch notes. These are simply what's different in each new version of the game. Blimp acronyms. Moab, BFB, ZOMG, B.A.D. each have a meaning, but they aren't too important to the game. BTD merch. Ninja Kiwi sometimes puts up campaigns for selling BTD plushies and other BTD related merch. RBE. This is short for red balloon equivalent, aka how many red balloons a balloon is worth. That wasn't that hard, but now we're moving into layer 3. Cornfield corner spots. On the cornfield map, you can see that there are little spots that you can use for placing monkeys on, but it requires a little micro and you can only place small monkeys in there. Elite targeting. Whenever you get the elite sniper, you get a new targeting for snipers, which is the elite one. It attacks only on strong until the balloons have passed 75% of the track, which is when it switches to fast. Map difficulty hero XP boost. This is pretty self-explanatory. Whenever you play on a harder map, your heroes level up faster. Veteran levels. As I mentioned earlier, these are the levels that you get after you pass level 155. Bolt farming. This is a strategy that's commonly used whenever there are no farms. It's just using the trade empire with other merchantmen and the tier 4 ones to gain cash. Bat Maelstrom. I'm pretty sure this is a strategy which uses Bat Thirsty plus a primary village plus a super maelstrom and some slows to get the S-mail with almost no cooldown and also a lot of extra damage from the Bat ability. Sub armies. This is just like the bolt farming strategy. Just get a sub commander and other submarines and they get buffed by the sub commander. Dr. Monkey. Dr. Monkey is a character which creates technological inventions in the Bloons universe, like the anti-Bloon or anything that uses Bloontonium. Quincy got attacked by a DDT. This is canon to how the Cyber Quincy skin happened. Quincy got too arrogant and thought that he could pop a DDT, but then had to get repaired by Dr. Monkey. Extra settings. These are received by doing some certain achievements, and the extra settings are small monkeys, big monkeys, small balloons, and big balloons, and some combinations of these look very odd. Oompa Loompas. These are found on the candy cane map, and they can be used in a certain combination to unlock the small monkey secret option. Advanced challenge XP farming. You used to, or still can, I'm not sure, to be able to grind account XP by letting an advanced challenge with extra XP run on free play, especially on easy free play advanced challenges that just give you a ton of free XP. Big freaking balloon. This is obviously referring to the meme of people calling the BFV Big Effin' Balloon instead of the actual name Brutal Floating Behemoth. Height logic. This can either mean that the balloons are like 50 feet over the projectiles, or the fact that some towers are just taller than other ones for absolutely no reason. War crimes. BT6 towers are committing a lot of war crimes, and there is an entire YouTube video by a YouTuber I don't remember the name of that showcases all of the war crimes that BT6 towers are doing every single day. Geraldo's 1 tower chimps. Geraldo is a pretty good hero right now, but he used to be overpowered in the update he was released, so much that he was able to do a 1 tower chimps on Scrapyard. The art drama. This refers to an artist learning how to draw in the Bloons art style and threatening to draw Bloons D6 NSFWR. Negative pop count. This happens whenever you use a mod or a glitch, and it does so much damage that you can actually get into the negative pops and stop doing damage. Tim Haywood. This is the creator of all Bloons D6 and other Bloons games music. He's responsible for making all the music that most of you guys actually turn off. Banana Central boost. The Banana Central buffs all farms, which is especially helpful whenever you get a lot of BRF banana farms, which you can also buff with the Monkeyopolis to get a lot of cash. Damage types. There are 10 damage types: normal, acid, sharp, explosion, cold, glacier, shatter, energy, plasma, and fire, and each one is able to pop certain types of balloons, and some balloons are immune to certain types. Hidden camo upgrades. Most of the time it's obvious that an upgrade can pop camo, but some ones like Superstorm can pop camo even though it's not mentioned absolutely anywhere. Zapper. This achievement requires you to pop 5 million fortified balloons, which if you don't know is a lot and is impossible unless you grind for hours and hours every single day. 21 ninjas. This is an often used strategy with a Grandmaster Ninja and 20 other Shinobi ninjas around it, often with some other buffs too for insane attack speed and damage. Start plus sub-start. This is a commonly used starting strategy for chimps on maps like Dark Castle. Bad Zone. This is simply a tag zone plus Bad Thirsty plus a primary village and sometimes some other buff, which makes the tag zone extremely quick and in part makes it do even more damage. Super Brittle plus tag zone. This is pretty much like the last combo. The Super Brittle allows each tag from the tag zone to do 2 extra damage, which basically doubles the damage of the tag zone and is often combined with speed buffs. Monkey inside the tag shooter. It is canon that inside of a tag shooter there's a monkey that controls everything, but what we don't know is what happens to it whenever it turns into the Infernal Ring. Quincy has a crush on Gwendolyn. From this picture on Ninja Kiwi Twitter, we can see that Quincy has a crush on, well, Gwendolyn. Flooding the Valley. If you press the buttons on Flooded Valley in this combination, a big red button comes out and you can use it to flood the valley. Rotating statue. In the middle of hedge, there's a statue that you can simply rotate. Bolt farming nerf. This is pretty self-explanatory. Bolt farming was nerfed, so it's not better than normal farming anymore. What do these leaves mean? This question gets often asked by players who have used mods in their account, and that has caused their account to get flagged, which is what the leaves are showing. Free play will burn your phone. This is a meme that originates from the fact that there are so many balloons on screen in free play that you can't even tell what's going on, and also your game is lagging like crazy, making your phone hot as heck. Isap X Sorda. This originated from Isap saying in multiple videos that Sorda looks good in some ways, either by saying that she's a goddess or that he would certainly let her sit on him. This has turned into the community proudly saying that they're a couple. Red wristbands. This is a commonly used joke on the subreddit and it's referring to the camo upgrade on the Dunk Monkey, which makes the monkey see camo balloons and is used to make jokes about posting empty images when the user is posting a picture of camo or DDT. ZOMG pronunciation. This is just personal preference. I say ZOMG, but some people say ZOMG, and some cringe people even say "Oh my god," and everyone hates that kind of person. Insta temples. Temples that you got as an insta monkey serve close to zero purpose, as they have no sacrifices, so they've got almost no power in them, though they can be very good for flexing in co-op game. The patch collapse. This is an apocalypse of artists drawing the patch monkey in such a way that you can say it's NSFW, and it kept getting worse and worse until the mods had to come in. Portable lake stacking. If you stack 20 something portable lakes on one another, you can place a tower on top of them using an absolute zero, and that tower can see over obstacles on the map. Balloons move faster on higher difficulties. This is self-explanatory. Balloons become quicker when you're on a harder difficulty. Discounts on chimps. You can use some towers, the Sun God Temple being the only one that I know about, to actually get a discount on chimps where you're not supposed to be able to get one. Income multipliers. I think this means stuff like Monkey City to get more out of your farms, but I'm not quite sure. Super ceramics. Ceramics turn into super ceramics after around 80, which makes them have more health, but they don't split up into little balloons after they get popped. They only split up into a singular one, which is not even splitting. Apache Prime. It's a commonly used strategy. Downdraft plus ice. It's another strategy that's used to stall balloons by first freezing them, and when they get unfrozen you push them back using the downdraft and continue this infinitely until the balloon pops. Stalling strategies. These are strategies that use towers like the one I just read about to stall the rounds, mostly by regrow farming and allowing towers like the perma spike to make more spike, or some money making towers to make more money. Balloons have infinite populations. It is canon that however many balloons we pop, it's never going to be enough. There are still going to be more coming and they won't stop until they take all of the monkey lands, which I hope is never gonna happen. Psi is non-binary. This is another piece of lore that says that Psi is not a he nor a she. I don't know why they had to include this in the game, but they did. Bloons. This is supposed to be a secret map, but it's not that big of a secret. It can only be accessed from the challenge editor and is the shortest map in the entirety of the game if we don't count the map editor. High Finance dollar sign. Simply said, the High Finance map is shaped like a dollar sign to match its theme. Vengeful Dora. This is a variation of a Dora that you can can access by getting a vengeful True Sun God in the range of a level 20 Adora, so it's only a cosmetic change from the True Sun God Adora that you get from summoning a True Sun God next to Adora. Angry Sub. This is a top path submarine with the middle cross path, which makes it look red, aka angry. Glura. This is the most overpowered thing in the game, but unfortunately Ninja Kiwi nerfed it, but it's still the most overpowered behind the 3 Dark Monkey. Tomato. Clean cuts and still cuts tomato is what Sorta says, and it's been memed a lot in the community, especially by Tuber, and it's simply a meme. Guys, look, I got my first black border. Noobs on Reddit post this way too often and people have gotten bored of it. Paragon limit. A while ago, Ninja Kiwi added a limit of only having about 2 or 3, I don't remember, paragons on the map at a singular time, but the community absolutely despised that, so they reverted the change. Master double cross paragon. This is whenever you get 2 crossbow masters for the paragon, so it turns to a degree 31 instead of being a degree 1. Rock Bloons and Sandbox. Originally, when Dread Bloon got added, Ninja Kiwi had accidentally added Rock Bloons into Sandbox, though they removed them soon after as it was just an accident. Alright, these facts were pretty rare, but now we're moving on to the next layer. First Strike can insta-kill B.A.D. If you time the First Strike ability right before a B.A.D pops, it can insta-kill it with none of the insides coming out. Monkey Wall Street collects bananas. In some update in the last year, a new Wall Street feature was added which allows it to collect all bananas and crates and basically act like a monkey farmer. Water Temple. If he plays down a Sun God Temple on water using a middle path Ice Monkey, and then you sell the Ice Monkey, the Sun God is not going to be sold and will just float on water. Druid farming. You can use the middle path druid with a lot of farms around it to farm, though it's not really that efficient. Lose to win. This is the type of challenge that you have to try to lose instead of to win, for example by making a regrow farm or popping a bat to get the insides to leave. Primary training. This tier 4 upgrade is often used in combination with some other primary tower like the tag zone to easily increase its DPS output. Benjamin was Cobra. Rohan has confirmed that Benjamin was indeed a Cobra and is now the Cobra of BTD6. Churchill is the shortest hero. If I recall correctly, he's about 4 feet tall, and that's why he's never seen outside of his tank except on the BT Battles 2 winning animation. Druid stole Wizard Storm powers. The BT5 Wizard used to have the Tempest Tornado, but the Druid stole those powers, and now the Wizard has learned the Fiery powers and the Undead powers. Ninja is a girl. From a daily challenge 5 years ago that was named 9 Ladies Popping, and you were given a Zeely and 8 ninjas, we have found out that the ninja is a girl. The daily read achievement reference. This achievement is gotten by winning 100 daily challenges, and it's a reference to the YouTuber Ethan Reed, who uploads a video on the daily and advanced challenge every day. Shielded Bloons. This is an old type of balloon found in the game file, though we don't know what they would do. We only know that they were found and that they have been scrapped. Comanche nerf. The only nerf that the Comanche commander has gotten is that the mini Comanches cannot be buffed by towers anymore, but that nerf is good enough to make it trash. Perma Spike on launch. The Perma Spike was way too overpowered on launch, and it was extremely cheap too. It was about 4 times cheaper than right now, and it could just solo a B.A.D with no issues by itself. Sai drinking beer. The meme here is that Sai is canonically underage, and them drinking beer is not very legal. You need a PhD in mathematics to know how paragons work. Paragon degrees are very hard to calculate without proper knowledge, or at least well, because now with the new money to paragon degree update, it's not that hard. Monkeys are evil theory. Imagine this, you're a balloon and you're going on a path to a picnic of your friend, and then pop, you get popped. This is basically the entire theory. Monkey bad, balloon innocent. Absolute Zero super slowdown. This is probably referring to some old bug that made the Absolute Zero slowdown balloons to basically freezing, but I could not find anything. Mad's tail. The Mad has a tail. Oh my god, the monkey has a tail. That is so weird. Wow. Foam cross-pathing. If you get a cleansing foam and you cross-path it with the sentries, it puts down foam quicker, but if you cross-path it with the pin, the foam slows down balloons that go over it. Sentry explosion cell. If you sell the Sentry Champion's sentries, they explode and do damage. Adora plus Sun Avatar. This is a strategy that's viable viable because Adora's sacrifices give the Sun avatar buffs about 2 times attack speed if I recover correctly. Geraldo plus Sniper spam. I don't really know why these two are a combo, but I'm guessing that is because the Pickle Jar and the Sharpening Stone. Moab Glue plus Moab Press. This combo is used quite often in the late game to make the mob slower, so the game just gets easier. Sky Shredder. This tower is viable in a lot of strategies and is overall quite good. Bloons differ from balloons. Balloons are a fun birthday party thing, and balloons are an evil force that trying to take down the monkey. Churchill likes anime. It is canon that Churchill does indeed like anime. Everything in Trophy Store is canon. This means that the dad of Quincy actually exists? No way. Blood Tempo. This refers to when you get the VTSG on the Adora's Tempo map, which turns it into blood and dark and like, oh, weird looking. Maps based on IRL locations. Some maps have been based on IRL locations, though I could not find any proof, but I think Lotus Island is one of them. Feel free to correct me. 2D Blimps models. The mobs used to be 2D and they looked like this. Yes, very ugly, until in version 8.0 they actually turned them into good looking pretty mobs. All the buffs Supermines ever got. Supermines was such a bad tower when it released that it couldn't even pop a regrow farm, but now after a bajillion buffs it's able to pop a bad with ease. Moab Mauler bonus ceramic damage. The Moab Mauler used to be able to deal extra ceramic damage, but that has been removed and some people think that it still does. Australian Boomer. The bottom path boomerang monkey is Australian, mate. Regrow Red. This is the most powerful balloon in the entirety of the game. It's able to regrow from a red balloon to a red balloon. It is revolutionary, but in all seriousness, this is just a meme like the 3 dart monkey. 2 MPC. This is short for 2 Mega Pops Chimps, which is a Chimps challenge for getting at least 2 million pops on a singular tower, though you can use support. So does 1 tower Chimps. Just like Geraldo, Solda when she was released was able to deal a 1 tower Chimps, which made her extremely overpowered, though they just had to lower her range a tiny bit to make her not be able to. Infinite Black Hole. This is referring to the Legend of Night being able to have an infinite passive ability on a certain advanced challenge using an Energizer, and that allowed players to get to infinite rounds. Smart Spikes Boost Bug. This bug made it so if you sell a Smart Spike Spike Factory whilst it's at the beginning of the round and placed another tower, that tower got the Smart Spikes beginning of the round buff and could spew attacks in the beginning just like a Smart Spike Spike Factory would. Tier 5 Insta Monkey packs. There is not much hidden in this. These are just packs of Tier 5 Insta Monkeys in the shop. Insta Monkey borders. These are achieved by getting absolutely every single Insta Monkey of some tower to get a black border on that Insta Monkey. Tower height. Towers have height and some of them look very odd with their short or tall height. Cluster spam. This is a strategy often combined with Striker Jones that performs pretty well, and using a primary training village can basically solo chimp. Loan farming. This is a not so viable strategy anymore, as since this Iceberg has been released it has been fixed and doesn't give as much money anymore. Permacharge plus Jerry's Fire. If you use a Jerry's Fire on the permacharge, it gains the ability to shoot out permacharge shots instead of the normal Jerry's Fire shot when you activate the ability, and it's also at hypersonic rate. Adora and Azealia are sisters. Yup, this is canon, and they even have some similarities in how they look to back this up even more. Bloontonium. Bloontonium in its purest form is a radioactive material with a consistency roughly like latex rubber when solid. This is why balloons are so dangerous. They're formed out of bloontonium, and if not properly destroyed and disposed of, they would kill monkey in droves. Churchill's scar. Churchill has a scar, though I couldn't find anywhere where he got it from. Geraldo worked at a supermarket before he became the ruthless entrepreneur he is right now. He worked in a supermarket to be able to learn business so well that he could start one himself. Dark Lotus Island. If you summon a VTSG on the stone platform on Lotus Island, it turns the flowers dark. Ravine Sword. If you press the Ravine Sword a couple of times, it flies out and goes to attack a blue. Sentry Paragon. This used to be the old name of the Sentry Champion, but because of Paragons, they changed it. Banks on launch. On launch, they used to be extremely cheap, and they could make more cash per round, which compounded hugely as you could get a lot more banks for the same amount of money, and they made more money with which you were able to get even more banks, and it just compounded into a lot, and I mean a lot of cash. Biker Bones. The community used to call Striker Jones Biker Bones at the beginning because he was absolute garbage, but Ninja Kiwi heard this and decided to make a skin on it. Vector Monkey. The XXX L-Trap and Vector from the Minions movie look a bit similar, don't you think? Map competition. These are competitions that Ninja Kiwi runs every once in a while, and they pick pick the best map throughout the game. True Expert. This refers to expert maps that are actually difficult, not like Dark Castle, but rather bloody puddles, muddy puddles, quad, etc.
Lich free play ramping. This is referring to the Lich's soul ramping in health and free play from a glitch, and this made the round 120 Lich soul literally impossible, even with all paragons and VTSG.
Alright, some people didn't know these ones, but now we're gonna go even deeper. Ceramics can't be pinned. Using the pin upgrade on the engineer, you can pin most balloons but not ceramics. White balloons are slightly faster than black balloons. This one is just self-explanatory. PMFC. It's so deep down in the layers because not many people actually use this strategy. Most people think it's weak, but it can actually be decent. Lightsaber thrower. This is a tower that used to exist back in BTD4, but Ninja Kiwi has said that they retired it in BTD5. Monkeys turned off friendly fire. Monkeys don't actually get killed by other monkeys' projectiles, so they somehow manage to turn the friendly fire off in their real world. Scientist Gwen created Infernering. This is just a part of the lore of the game. Smudge on Bazaar. The Smudge Cat of Azili has a shop on Bazaar and is there himself being an entrepreneur just like Geraldo. Ice Tower. The Ice Monkey used to be called the Ice Tower in the early Bloons game, but it got changed to the Ice Monkey because it actually turned into a monkey. Before that, it was just a little blob. Metal Freeze. This is an old upgrade on the Ice Monkey seen last in BTD5, which made it be able to pop both camo and lead balloons. And fun fact, this is the only upgrade ever in the BTD history that made the tower be able to pop both camo and lead. Spike Boat's long range. The upgrade description of the Spike says that the boat gets extra range whilst it doesn't change the range at all. Recursive cluster buff. I don't know which buff this is referring to. More pop sound origin. Where did Ninja Kiwi get the more pop sound from? Biggest Monkeyopolis. The biggest Monkeyopolis ever possible makes $300,000 per round. Wait, no, $8 million per. Okay, well, that's a bit weird. It was made using portable lake stacking. Encrypted secret. On encrypted, you can only place a certain category of a tower on the special colored thingy, and people have been hoping for Ninja Kiwi to add some secret to it, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen anytime soon. Foam slowing bears. The engineer foam with a pin crossbar used to be glitchy and can literally slow down B.A.D. is like, bro, what? Sticky bomb on ceramics. If you have a sticky bomb thrown right before a Moab popped and the ceramics came out, the bomb either could or still can stick onto the ceramic and explode it. Bias against Australia. I don't know anything about this. Losing an additional scandal. I don't know anything about this either. AMD stacking. This is whenever you get a bunch of AMD alchemists to replicate the effects of an MIB village by giving the monkey lead popping power. Glue prioritization system. There is a prioritization system on which types of glue go on the balloon first. If there's a certain type of glue, the other type can't go unless it's more prioritized. I don't know, man. Level 20 Churchill. Churchill is not a very often used tower because it's hard to get him to level 20, but when he is absolutely cracked. Total transformation. It's a very rarely used strategy because it just requires a lot of setup and is very niche. Monkeys can breathe in space. Self-explanatory. It's just the law. Never-ending ammo boxes. We don't know anything about how the monkeys have infinite ammo, but we have a theory that the wizard has something to do with it. Dinosaur bones on quarry. If you do some combination on quarry, you can see dinosaur bones with an egg, a dinosaur egg too, which were an Easter egg to the beast handler that was up and coming. 9-inch nails. The oversized nails upgrade on the engineer monkey used to be called 9-inch nails, but it was changed for unknown reason. Jessica. The patch notes monkey is actually called Jessica. Wow. Monkeys in space. It's a banner with monkeys pointing to a banana planet which is gotten from contestant territory, but this could also be referring to the unreleased map with the same name that's in the game code. Free play balance changes. Free play used to be absolutely trash compared to now. It used to be extremely boring because it had little to no increase in Bloons strength, but they decided to make it stronger and now it's actually hard. The Jungle Skorg the Great. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name. Is the best thing ever. This meme was popularized by Max Level Dot in his dumb video. Spider in NK server's room. We're sorry for the inconvenience. We sadly won't be able to fix this server's problem for a while as there is a small spider in the server's room. Bloons have a Reddit account. I don't know what this is referring to. True access. True access of a tower means to get all tier 5s of singular tower in a singular game and beat it with them. Infinite paragons. There used to be a glitch that I don't remember the mechanics of that allowed you to get get infinite paragons on the map, which was used to get infinite bow paragons and reach unreasonably high rounds. The case of a missing pop, I don't know when this happened or what it is, but I'm guessing that in some update there were missing pops. Early Dartling in the designs, just look at my short. The Dartling that almost looked like this, with the Ray of Doom being doctish, the middle path looking like an absolute beast, and the bottom path, it looks like a pig, to be honest. Bloons Prime Secret Track. The Bloons Prime map has a secret track that's used whenever bosses are on there to make popping them easier. Spike Factory can miss. If a balloon goes over a spike pile too quickly, it can actually not get damaged and just pass by. Necro Spam. This strategy not so commonly used, but it's using the Prince of Darkness combined with a lot of necromancers as they get buffs from him. Hero skins are from alternate dimensions. This is self-explanatory, and it is lore. Monkeys go back home when sold. Okay, so they don't have to go into the void. This makes sense. Ninja Monkey writes haikus. I guess this is true. I don't have much to comment on this. Pennywise and Ouch. Near Halloween on the map Ouch, you get to see a balloon on the shaft thingy in the middle, which is obviously a reference to it, Pennywise. Blue Shurikens. The Seeking Shurikens upgrade icon shows a blue shuriken, whilst the Ninja Monkey only throws black shurikens. Loading screen step 9. I think in the past we used to have 9 loading steps, but they lessened it to 8. I'm not sure why though. Soulbind. This is the old name of the upgrade Prince of Darkness, and it did different things. Instead of summoning big undead mobs, it used to let you link up a tower, and when a balloon leaks, it sold that tower and gave you extra lives, though it was kinda trash because it costed $100 for a singular life. Mob Press on launch. The knockback boomerangs on the Mob Press used to have infinite range just like the Mob Domination ones, so it was extremely overpowered. You were just able to spam a bajillion of them anywhere on the map and then just knock back the mobs. Friday Stingers. These used to be challenges that Ninja Kiwi released every Friday, and they would be near impossible, but they were made as a challenge to the professional side of the community. APC. This is an acronym to All Pops Chimps, which is where a singular tower gets all the pops and chimps. BTD6 Index. This is a document with absolutely every single type of run, record, and all things that are humanly possible in BTD6. Dartling shooting over obstacles. The plasma accelerator and Ray of Doom used to be able to shoot over obstacles because of a silly little bug. PMFC and TT stacking. In some old updates, the total transformation used to stack with the Plasma Monkey fan club, making the affected monkeys extremely powerful and fast attacking. Upside down Lich. This is just a dumb bug that allowed Lich to turn upside down about a year ago. Ice Monkey was supposed to be a magic tower. Ice Monkey would have been magic if it wasn't in the few original towers, which is why it's primary. These were pretty unknown. Even I had to search them up and find out what they meant, but the next tier is even worse. Monkeyopolis Insta consumes farms. The Monkeyopolis Insta actually consumes farms, whilst the True Sun God doesn't consume towers. Swolder has one less range than Pat. This is self-explanatory. Arctic Wind plus Total Transformation. I don't know anything about this strategy. Stones and Slows. These are commonly used in Chimp's strategy. Half-Life 5. There is literally nothing that has anything to do with this in the game from what I have found. Kiwi on Bloody Puddles. There used to be a Kiwi on the Bloody Puddles map as an Easter egg, but for some reason it was removed about 4 years ago. Flight Orders. It used to be the original centered path, and instead of having a centered path, it used to let you make your own path of flying for the Ace Monkey, which would have been insane on the Bomber Ace, but it was never actually made in the game. Rounds 10,001 plus. After round 10,001, it's just an infinite amount of fortified B.A.Ds that are too quick to even be seen, so it just looks like an empty map. Global Knockback Kylies. I'm assuming this is referring to the old Global Knockback Moa presses, as Kylies don't do knockback. Vrej. This is a combination of bruh and a lot of other variations of it, but at the end it ended up in Vrej, and even ISAB has used the word. Dark Zone is community's favorite tower, self-explanatory. Kara Flagship Infinite Stacking. The Kara Flagship in some old version let you place infinite towers on it, which was a bit overpowered. Infinite Supply Drop. With the Quantum Entanglement glitch, you were able to get a supply drop to drop infinite crates with the game pause, which meant that that it was not even running, so you could just wait and wait and wait until you had infinite cash. Deflation with less than $2,000. Deflation can be beaten with less than 2k, and the current cheapest deflation used only $460, which sold out on log. Kelly, I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. The missing contested territory tile. This is referring to some old glitch contested territory where there is no tile, and I can't find a picture. Overclock gives more pierce to the engineer. This is pretty self-explanatory. It gives the engineer 12 more pierce. I don't know why it would need it though. Trade Empire co-op stacking. If you get 2 trade empires in co-op, they stack, but not in a normal way. They let you have 40 merchantmen with the trade empire stack. Canada shot. I'm guessing this is just a bunch of ice monkeys. Bruno. In a Ninja Creek blog, they were asked what the last monkey to annoy Adora was and what happened to him, and they respond that we just don't talk about Bruno, which is an obvious reference. Hopsy, Flopsy, Button, and Dave. These are the names of the cute rabbits of Geraldo, and he would never actually sell them. He just lets people borrow them. Beta Instamonkey icons. A lot of the Instamonkeys actually use icons from Beta, just like the Superminds. Monkey Academy. This is a tower that's in the game files but never actually got added to the game. It would have had 3 paths, with the first one for buffing military, second one buffing magic, and third one letting you have a second hero. Unused hero icons. These are the hero icons that we never actually utilized in the game, and Pat Fusty looks mad on them for some reason. Inferno Ring version 8.0 buff. The Inferno Ring used to not have its homing meteor until in version 8.0 they actually decided to make it good and added it in. QTCABR. This is simply 2 tower chimps with ABR combined to make a way harder challenge, and only 4 people on Reddit have beaten it. Bloonarius Prime Reverse. There used to be a bug in it which made the Prime Bloons spawn on the top left hole and leave out of the map in about 1 second, which made it shorter than Bloons. Elite Defender on Dire Castle. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Monkey Town used to work on chimps. This allowed you to actually get more cash in chimps, which broke the entire purpose of it. Banana Lord. Ninja Kiwi has said in a blog post that they were making the Glaive Lord and they accidentally made him have banana farms spinning around it instead of glaives. Maps aren't fully modeled. Yes, this is true. They are modeled just enough so you can see all you're supposed to see, but if you look at it from the side using mods, they're about half done. Twin Guns changes Submarine's tier 5 model. Yes, if you look at the Energizer or the Preemptive and upgrade them to the Twin Guns, they get 2 guns. Pat ignores the obstacles. Pat Fusty is such a big boy that he can attack through obstacles, even though his line of sight makes him look like he can't. 3 types of Ace Micro. I don't know what this is. Really big bomb spam. Some dumb players have done runs with only really big bombs, and I'm guessing Striker Jones, but I would not recommend it. Frankie Fitzgerald. From what I found, this seems to be an old nickname for the VTSG. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The monkish on the map geared translates to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Circular shrapnel. I can't find any information on this. Old fire animations. The wall fire and other fire upgrades used to look way cooler in 2D compared to now. Dark Shift was added in an update. The ability was added in version 17.0. Wizard Lord Phoenix on launch. The Wizard Lord Phoenix was utter garbage in the release of the game. It didn't even have a permanent Phoenix, and it did a lot less damage. Boomerang Paragon wrote, "Oh, upgrade descriptions theory." This theory exists because the Boomerang Paragon is talking about himself in the first person rather than explaining the upgrade like the other towers are. Bugged backside of attack shooter. I can't find anything on this. Ice Monkey Moab speed boost. I can't find anything on this either. Rotating Benjamin. On Geared, we can see what Benjamin looks like from behind, and well, he doesn't have any back textures and is just standing there. Elite Defender Bipod. This is referring to the unused Instamonkey icon on the Elite Defender, which has a bipod holding the gun up. Perfectly optimized races. This is the peak of racing and can only be achieved on races where it's easy enough to get perfect time, so everyone gets number 1 and the race has to get deleted. These were some very unknown facts, but we are hopping into the last layer now. Bloons have a random chance of ignoring a stun after round 299. This is just a random fact that even I didn't know. Mortar spam. No one in the right mind would ever use this strategy. I can only imagine that they spam low tier mortars. Actually removed for $500. This used to be on the Bloody Puddles map when you wanted to actually remove the helicopter that just crashed into the ground. Now it just says remove for 500. Old recursive cluster Instamonkey icon. I can't find what it looks like, but the wiki says that it used to have 6 muzzles muzzles instead of one, and I don't know what a muzzle means. More apps are made of cheese. This is an old meme that's not relevant anymore. Anomalies after stacking 24 plus portable lakes. You used to be able to stack infinite towers after you stack so many portable lakes, and you can still see over walls with them if you do this. Flat pack building disabling bug. I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. Bat squeezing B.A.D. Patfusty was able to squeeze a B.A.D. about 5 years ago because of a bug. First recorded 2 tower chimps. It was on the 27th of October 2019. Laser blast on Adora's temple. I don't know what this means. There's a custom darts avatar which says Dart Monkey is the one who throws darts, which is an obvious reference to Breaking Bad. Extreme map icon. I can't find anything on this. Pennies from heaven. This is an achievement that was in the game and was supposed to be from getting a certain amount of cash from the level 10 Benjamin ability, but was never actually activated. Monkey Wall Street is secretly the most deadly tower. This is a stupid old meme that's not relevant anymore. Darling used to have innate camera detection in version 23.0. Yes, this is true, but they removed it later on because it was not supposed to happen. Independence Day spillway crash. On Independence Day 3 years ago, spillway was crashing the game. Placing submarines on cash drops. What is this even supposed to mean? Monkey Commerce description change. I can't find a description change on the wiki. Monkey themes. This is when you get extra monkey money if you use only 3 monkeys of a certain type on a map. Around 2 billion blah blah blah. This is the final round of BT6 and absolutely nobody has reached it. Tim's birthday party. There was a question on why the Bloons and monkeys hate each other, and Rohan said that it all goes back to Tim's birthday party. 45 purple balloons. This is the type of balloon that was meant to be in the game, and there was even textures for it, but for some reason just didn't make it. Chimps didn't have end of round cash on launch. Yes, this is true. Chimps used to actually be hard. You wouldn't give an end of round cash, which made it almost impossible, or maybe even impossible. Ben Stain 999's 2 tower chimps. This is a 2 tower chimps with Inferno Ring and Tsar Bomba, and it took him 15 hours just to be around 95. Description swapping. I'm guessing this was a bug that just made description swap. Not that interesting though. Invincible lead balloons. This is some old bug that I cannot find anything about. 2 heroes in single player. You used to be able to get 2 of the same hero if you loaded a save with a hero different to the one you've used in it. Ninja Kiwi never actually fully confirmed Psy's gender. And the final one, Ninja Kiwi has not confirmed that Psy is non-binary. They just refer to them with they them pronouns. So now you know absolutely every piece of information about Bloons D6 that has ever existed. As a little thank you, please hit the subscribe button.